Yes, Mr. Smith, and we'll go now on to Mr. Keith Connical.
Thank you, Chair. I don't recognise this council from the descriptions in it. On page 17 it talks about cooperation with councillors, colleagues and partners. We share ideas, knowledge and resources and are friendly towards, listen to and respect each other. This is a total piece of fiction. This has been the most toxic council for the 3 years Conservatives have run it. We definitely didn't cooperate, we definitely didn't show people respect, and yeah, absolute work of fiction the forward. In terms of the practicalities, we aren't picking out the capital projects. The regeneration is the massive thing in these accounts, and all it tells you is click on a link to see the capital programme. But we didn't actually do the capital programme in the budget. So where it says click on the link to see the February 14 capital budget thing, that was fiction. We cancelled or scrapped half the projects. Most of them are going horrendously wrong. And things like Bridge to Living, which should be in these accounts, as how much we spent on Bridge to Living. It says we've spent 9.1 million on our town centre regeneration. But millions of that have been wasted on stuff we've then cancelled or have fallen apart. So the accounts need to break down which projects we spent money on, like the hotel, that have got somewhere, and which projects like Bridge to Living and the museum extension have all that money been abandoned and wasted. So there's a lot of stuff in here that really needs breaking out into failed projects and past projects. And there's serious questions I asked about the cinema, and I have not been told, and they refuse to tell me anything about the contract for the new cinema. I don't even know which year we signed a lease with the Real Local Group. How can you not tell me when you sign a lease? And this lease is a perverse lease that actually we pay the cinema operator an unknown amount of money to fit out and build the cinema, or the internals of the cinema. So this is not just a lease where we may or may not get income. This is a lease where we may be paying out hundreds of thousands or even £1 or £2 million to a third party. And I don't know if we've signed that lease in 2022-23 or 23-24. And the 2 years have different auditors and a different process. The transparency was absolutely appalling during the 3 years the Conservatives run this council. And I go back to 2019 when Labour ran it, and we actually had sight as a councillor of the business plan for the hotel. The hotel was a fairly marginal, dodgy business case, very dependent on interest rates. But in terms of a council, opposition councillors could see what was going on when Labour ran the council. The 3 years the Conservative have, we have absolutely no idea what has gone on with these regeneration projects and how much has been wasted on them. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Condical. I think I heard a compliment in there. Thank you very much.
Being less bad than the Conservatives is only a very slight compliment.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, Mr. Condical.